Okay, so this is Unit 5, Lesson 10, and today I'm going to talk about square root symbols in equations. I'm going to give you an example right now. For example, we could use the square root of x plus 2 is equal to 4, and you're going to have to solve for x. Now, in order to cancel out the square root, we're going to, first, on the side, I'm going to show you two ways to cancel it. Let's say we have the square root of x, or x to the 1/2 power. In order to cancel these out, what you're gonna do is square it, right? That's the exact opposite. And this just takes it out, right? Now, let's just solve the equation. So if you were to square both sides, right? You get x plus 2 is equal to 16, subtract 2, and x is equal to 14, right? And now I'm going to plug this in and see if it works. If it works, then it's checked, right? There's sometimes extraneous solutions which don't match, and you don't want any extraneous solutions. Something to notice about what I'm doing right now is that we have to remember that this is a principal square root. Meaning, for example, if we have the square root of 9, that's always going to be positive 3. It's never going to be negative. Only when it's negative square root of 9 will it be negative 3. So this is important right here. This right here. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the next equation. So let's say we have 2x plus 3 to the 1/2 power is equal to 2. So in the same case, we're going to square both sides. Square both sides. This is going to cancel out right here. You're going to be left with 2x plus 3 is equal to 4. Right. From here, you subtract 3 from both sides, and you get 2x is equal to 1. Divide both sides by 2. Get x is equal to 1/2. Now, if you plug this in, it also works as well, so let's check right there. Now, you could do this on your own, but for a time, I'm going to do it really fast. And moving on to the final equation, I'm going to give something like this. X plus 6 is equal to x. Now this one's special because you'll end up with two solutions, and I'll show you why we don't want extraneous solutions in a sec. So first, I'm gonna square both sides just like last time, and I'm gonna be left with x plus 6 is equal to x squared. Now I'm gonna do two steps at once, subtracting x and 6 from both sides. That means that I'm gonna write it the other way around, but x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic, meaning that you can factor it. So x minus 3, it'd be x minus 3 times x plus 2. Now I'm left with two solutions, 3 and negative 2. It's time to check for extraneous solutions, right? So let's see, if you plug in the 2 in here, square root of x plus 6, which is 4, is equal to negative 2. Well, you get 2 is equal to negative 2. This is not right. Right? That means this number is off. Now let's check the second one. If you plug in 3, you get the square root of 9 is equal to 3. And 3 is equal to 3. And this is good. So that means this is good, and it is not an extraneous solution. And that's our answer. Now, to check for your answers, you could also graph the actual equation. Let's say we have the same one as last time, x plus 6 equals x. And on a graphing calculator, you have y1, y2, y3, and so forth, right? When we're graphing. Now I'm going to set these y's, the first two ones, y1, y2, to each side of this equation, right? So I'm going to split, let's say I were to split the equation in half, right here, right? You would have x on one side and x plus 6 on the other side, and you're going to set y equal to both of them, right? So let's, for instance, we could have y1 is equal to x, and then the other one, y2 is equal to the square root of x plus 6. Now, if graphing them, you'd notice that the only solution where these 2 points intersect is 3. Keep in mind that it is not -2. If you graph it, you will never get -2 as a solution for x. And that concludes this video. Thanks for watching, and please share to others.